and welcome again to a weekly connection. I'm so glad you're here. So let's get to it. The question today is, how much light does it take from the light seeds to get us across that bridge we talked about last week? Well, to answer that, we have to get into, by the way, this was given to us by, was given to us by a group that works with the celestials interplanetarily. Anyway, let's just say. So what does it take? How much light do we need to project? What do we need to do to get the job done? Because we all want the job done. Well, as we'll talk to Lady Portia in Saint Germain, it comes down to karma. So many of the people in the world are dealing with the karma, the energy, the misbelief that power is ego. So they do all these dastardly things, or they allow might not be the right word, but they projected energy that allows these ego-driven people to dominate and to promote cruelty and danger, war, anger, fear. So the key is for us as light seeds to not fall for fear or any of those negative thought patterns. You can see that a lot of the karma is dissolving. It is not enough. And the more we dissolve that karma in ourselves and that fear, the faster we get the job done. The more we spread that through our collective consciousness to others, so that they get it too. So that we can come from love, kindness, and compassion. In 5D, there is no cruelty. Zero. That's part of the 80% of the era that we are dissolving, you and I, right now, through our work with the collective consciousness. The ego-based, self-serving people of the world no longer either are no longer with us or no longer feel that way. You know, so many will shift. Not all of them, but we don't need them all. Remember, we only have to get halfway across that bridge. We don't need all of them. We need enough. So how much does it take? It takes enough to shift the collective consciousness. It takes enough people to not condone cruelty, to not condone starving people to death. It takes us knowing that we come from a loving and kind universe. And the only cruelty is right here in the minds of humanity. It does not exist anywhere but here. And that's important for you to know. So we, as the light seeds, want to get to that quantum number of people who are not going to allow cruelty, anger, and fear, and all that negativity to exist. The thing that mostly happens in an unlighted society, which is what we still currently are, is that there is apathy about these horrible behaviors, about war, about starving people to death or bombing them or whatever we do with our minds. And that one fights the other. Well, I have to retaliate to this after that is not how it's done in 5D. None of that exists. It only exists in the minds of humanity. And that it is the karma of humanity that allows that to exist. Because that's how it is. But it is not how it is. It's only right here that exists, those malformed thoughts. So how is it everywhere else? Why isn't it everywhere else? Because we are dissolving this darkness, you and I, through our light, for all of humanity to see and to be. So know that apathy is one of the worst things we can do or be. Or condoning, because that's how it's always been done. So we need to change our thought patterns, and that will in turn change others' thought patterns into saying, no, there's only one true power. The only one power that exists is love. And you say, well, how is love going to stop a bomb? When we come from a collective consciousness of love, we wouldn't have a bomb. It's hard to comprehend if you're bound to 3D. I've never been bound to 3D. And I have seen and been to many other worlds where I know this is not the case. But when we shift, it is the case. It has been put to humanity, to you and I, the light seeds of planet Earth, to dissolve the karma of the air from all of us. How much does it take? How long will it take? The more steadfast we are, the faster it goes. And when you see these atrocities, you have to know and bless those whose karma is still functioning in that, and be thankful. And then send them, blast them with love, so that they don't need to endure anymore the cruelty of third dimensional Earth. No other planet has ever been this cruel in the history of the cosmos. But here we are, dissolving it through your and my heart, collectively. So let's do it together. Let's bring that light in from source. Oh yeah, I gotta squirt us. So here we go. And then the cosmic thrust. Ooh, I got a lot. Okay, bring it up through your aura. Cup your hands together. And take a deep breath in. I like it when I get a lot. Okay. Now we're connected. And we're full of cosmic thrust oil. Okay. And we take the ascension oil right on that third eye. Give it a good whirl. Open that up. You throw. It also helps when you're overwhelmed with the cruelty of planet Earth to put a drop on your third eye to protect you a little bit. Keep you from bringing all that in because you are an empath after all, right? So do that. So visualize that light coming from Source. I love this moment when I feel that energy hit and you feel that warm, safe feeling of that light. And you bring it in and it comes all the way down, out your feet and into the earth to the mother. She grabs right onto you. And you have your tether between heaven and earth. And you are connected. And you continue to bring that light around the grid and right up your back with an essence of mom in it and back to Source. And now it just orbits. It goes around and around and around. And it feels good because you feel strong and protected. And we bring it up and it waterfalls right off the top of your head to all 12 of your auras. As much as you can gather, as much as you can bring in, bring it all. The more, the merrier, the better. You want to be that strong energy force of light so that we can dissolve not only our karma, but this collective karma that Earth has, and dissolve this error because it's done through the karma of every person on the planet. And remember, not all get it, just enough. And we feel that radiating out. All 12 auras saturated. Gobs and gobs of that gold light. And now feel that energy in the well of the mother. And in the well of the mother, you feel the energy of the planet. You feel the energy as she is connecting more and more with the sun and the stars and the central sun as we are moving forward, spiraling ever so upward, moving ourselves into the fifth dimension where it's all about love, kindness, and compassion. Connect with that energy. Connect with mom and how she is feeling and how she is moving forward and how she is supporting us as a mother would to gain that light quickly. And we feel that energy dissolving all of those negative, malformed thoughts, ego-based karma in the root. Still got lots of scrubbing bubbles. So let it dissolve all of those old patterns through so many lifetimes that held you here. And your sacral chakra is shifting from fear and domination into love and kindness. And your spleen, with your conscious use of power, is getting it more and more and understanding more and more. And all that karmic stuff you now understand. And as you understand it, you bring it out through your solar plexus for others to get to, because we share as light seeds what we learn. We help others to grow. That is our purpose. And then we bring onto the empathic shield on your liver anything, everything that just seems too crazy to be real. It is too crazy to be real. And we radiate it with that gold light. We bring it on our shield. And we see that malformed thought and how it has presented itself to exist in this illusion of 3D. And we blast it with light. And we send that right out our heart to every person who needs to understand and stop judging. Because there is no judgment in 5D either. Because it's cruel. So we wouldn't have it. And we know that we are making this world of love, kindness, and compassion through our energy field as it's helping others grow. Certainly helping you grow. Good job as a light seed in expressing that in all that you are. And when you don't understand, just bop yourself with the light until you do understand, and then share it. And know who you are. You are an earth light seed doing the greatest job in the history of the cosmos as we dissolve 80% of malformed thought, ego-based self. Right here, sitting in this chair, listening to these words, being the light 24/7. Shine your crown. Oh, let it be bright and shiny so that others can come and climb on that light, get as much as they want. And on your telepathic notch, let it shimmer, and let it glow, and let it sing the song of love, kindness, and compassion. And wear that shield all the way out, as far as you need it, so that you can get your job done. You wear as much of that light as you need to not be cranky, because you don't care if those guys are on your aura. You have a lot of light to give. So let's share it. And we walk with our cocoon, connected heaven and earth, protected on all sides, radiating the light, being a beacon of light for all of humanity. And it's a job well done. And the more we beam it, the faster we get there. So that's our job. We're doing it. We got to keep doing it. So keep up the good work, and I'll see you next week.